Well, it is that time of the year when you trade a player that was drafted for the Philadelphia Eagles, and when you play that team you traded him to, the talking starts. And some news, some updates for the Philadelphia Eagles. Just get straight into it.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey SHAKESQUAD coming to you guys with the video right now. So I want to go over some updates for the Philadelphia Eagles. And one, you have the Minnesota Vikings on Monday night. Now, one of the writers for Minnesota has some background on what's going on with Jalen Reagor, and obviously facing his former team in the Philadelphia Eagles this week, saying that Jalen Reagor doesn't deny that there is some revenge on his mind as he prepares to play in Philly. What revenge are you talking about? You act like they never even started your ass in this lineup. You're acting like you were never a starter here, that you got drafted, you got redshirted, or something happened. You acted like you got the Andre Dillard treatment in Philadelphia, which you did not. And you know what? I said when he got traded, I wish him the best of luck. But now, I do not. Now, I don't care. Now, I hope we whoop that ass. That fucking ass this Monday night. And I hope they do it. I hope the Eagles become 2-0. I don't care how they win. I don't care if it's a pretty win, ugly win, whatever the case may be. I just want them to beat the Vikings. Okay? It has been to my attention that how many times have we really given Reagor that chance to where other teams, if he played that way when he was drafted the past couple years, he was drafted and played the past couple years with us, the chances that he has gotten with this team as a starter, you were set up for success. And unfortunately, you couldn't pan out. You weren't that first-round weapon that we wanted. I figured you were that Tavon Austin-type weapon that could move all over the field. But revenge on what? You screwed up your own opportunity. And not only on the field, but off the field as well, with your tweets and deleting everything and just trying to get attention from the Eagle fans. And, just so salty about the whole situation. There's no doubt in my mind he was salty about when the Eagles traded for A.J. Brown and they added so many receivers, and there's no doubt about it. Obviously, you have to add a lot of players during camp, and he just didn't seem like he has changed. Even when the Eagles were raising his stock value, saying he was doing such a great job, and we weren't seeing video on training camp and these joint practices, and we were just hearing about it from the beat writers at practice. That's really it. Even when open practice came along, he didn't show up. Preseason came along. He caught a couple passes, but did he look different? No, he didn't look different at all. I didn't want to keep him as the number 5 receiver in Philadelphia. It wasn't happening. To keep a first-round receiver here, there's going to be a team out there that was going to take a chance and say, you know what, I think we could turn this guy around and really make something of his career. And the Vikings took that chance. Okay. What is he, the 4th receiver? So he's technically the backup receiver if somebody gets hurt or something like that. So maybe he gets his chances this year. I think he's really only been a special teamer over there. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Okay, I didn't watch the last Vikings game. I know they had a really good game. Justin Jefferson with 183 yards. He can get good mentorship over there. But at the end of the day, revenge, really revenge. You acted like you got the Andre Dillard treatment. Come on now. Come on. You had every opportunity to get things right, and you didn't do it, okay? And you couldn't win the fans over. You obviously couldn't do anything, you couldn't do anything right on the field, and obviously you couldn't do anything right off the field, which made it worse for you because his head is he just couldn't handle it. Can't handle the pressure. As your father is an ex-NFL player, we would have thought that he would have been raised as somewhat of a thick-headed individual that could take criticism, and the guy just can't. He just couldn't, okay? Between catching the balls with your eyes closed, running out of bounds, inbounds, being lazy off of routes, slowing down, being bullied by cornerbacks off the line, can't even get through the first phase of the defense in your route. I mean, that's how embarrassing it was. And I started to believe that maybe because Hurts was taking out of that preseason game, that 3rd preseason game early, I figured he was going to be on this roster because of that reason. But it didn't happen, and the Vikings took a chance on him, and I'm totally fine with that. I wished him luck, but now I'm ready to fuck them up this Monday. I don't give a shit at all, okay? It's just like, why even, like, this is why you're not going to get anywhere with your career, because this is all you worry about. Get revenge for what? You had all the playing time you wanted, even though you didn't deserve it. You didn't deserve it, buddy, and I think we all know that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I'm tired of these, and I'm so glad he's not here, so thank God. Thank God. I'm so tired of these weak-minded individuals that play for this team, and he's just one of them. First Carson, now Reagor. Like, it's just I hate these weak-minded fucking idiots that are on this team sometimes and just can't handle the fan base, can't handle criticism. All the pressure is on them during a game, and when he screws up, not only does it affect him the rest of that game, but game after game after game after game, and one game against the Giants where you could have been literally the hero of that game with 2 wide open passes and couldn't haul it in. Okay, you had the chance and you couldn't do it. So I know people are going to say, well, Joe, you can't be talking about Jalen Reagor and, stop talking about him. He's not here. The only reason I'm talking about him is because we're playing the Vikings this week. After this week, I'm not going to give a flying crap about this situation. Okay? I hope the Eagles, I don't care how they win, pretty, ugly, I don't care. Beat the Vikings, become 2-0, and let's get this thing rolling. So that's all I got to say about that. Revenge. When I saw the word revenge, I'm like, revenge on what? What have the Eagles not done for you that you, as a starter that didn't even perform to its full capability of being a first-round pick, you acting like the Eagles never gave you a chance. Other teams would have cut your ass easily, and they didn't. At least not cut, but bench your ass. And still, just crazy. Just crazy. We'll see you Monday night. Okay. Second of all, I want to go over Nick Sirianni's press conference. And I want to talk about Howie Roseman, because I've always wanted to know this year, like, how much does Howie have with the play calling just into this offense, defense. I don't know how much say he has in maybe, kind of when Doug used to have those meetings every week after a game and they would go over the play calling. They go over they should pass more, run more, whatever the case may be. With this, like, I was kind of surprised over a little bit that Howie really doesn't have that much control in the playbook, which, you know what, I'm really happy about that, because now we can put the blame 100% on the coaches because they're preparing these guys every week. What Nick Sirianni did say, what Howie does is if Nick or Gannon, or I think mostly Nick, needs a player off practice squad, or they need to move up a player to the active roster or move some players around, Howie gets it done to move players around. I think they have to ask Howie for that reason of who, and they say, oh, we need Covey to be on punt returns because of this reason, which obviously that was a green light. That was green lit just because, you're not going to put some type of special skill set player in that position, and God forbid he gets hurt. Quez Watkins is on kick returns, but Covey or somebody had to be thrown into the fire at that point. So at least Howie Roseman is helping with that. But that's really it. And I'm really happy that's the way it is, because now I can put my full focus on since Howie's not involved in the play calls, the playbook, whatever the case may be with that, which is a good thing. This way I can't blame Howie Roseman for anything that's going on. Any struggles, any failures, any bad, ugly games that we play this year, if that's the case, if they don't fix their mistakes, especially defensively, I can't put that much blame into Howie Roseman. It's going to be on these coaches 100%. Okay, because it'll make me feel better this way at the end of the season. I'm not saying, well, I don't really know because Howie is doing this with the coaches for the playbook. No, that's definitely not happening. So Jeffrey Lurie has taken a step back. Howie Roseman has definitely taken a step back. And Nick is getting pretty much all the attention, or he has control over everything with Gannon. And really, because at the end of the day, Nick hired Gannon as his defensive coordinator. Howie Roseman did not hire Gannon. Howie hired Nick Sirianni and Jeffrey Lurie, obviously. Jeff and Howie hired Nick. Nick hired his own coaching staff. That's the way it went this offseason. which is really good. And to talk about Jalen Hurts really quick, which I really did like, and somebody found this, which was good because I'm not into the analytics too much with this team. And I think it was pretty cool to say that with Jalen Hurts, his release got a lot better, guys. I mean, his release was, I think from what it said here, I think from 3.12 seconds last year to 2.55 release. His release got a lot quicker. Obviously, you could tell that happened in. Sorry, my camera just did that. I don't know why. Obviously, that happened in the Detroit game because AJ Brown has 155 yards, and there's a reason why. Not just because of that deep pass, but you saw those mid-tier passes, middle of the field, which Jalen Hurts didn't really do too much of that last year. They really never passed midfield ever. And I'm glad they started to do that in the Lions game. And I think it's just going to get better down the road. I mean, I think Devontae Smith is going to get his catches. He had, they asked Devontae Smith, what's going on? Why aren't you getting catches? He's like, he just kind of stayed quiet, and he knows the catches are coming to him. So, the passes are coming to him. So I'm not really worried about that much. I know I was kind of heated after the game when I didn't see Quez. I think Devontae Smith had 2 targets. I think 1 catch for 11, 12, whatever it was, that right sideline catch. I mean, that was really it. And I kind of wanted everybody else involved. And Steichen has said he wants to get more receivers involved. So there are mistakes after the first game, but there's a lot more to look forward to. It's the first game. I understand that. And there's going to be a lot of mistakes. I went into this first game saying there's going to be rust. There's going to be mistakes. I just didn't expect just one receiver to do everything, But hey, you know what? At least we know that AJ Brown is the truth because, he's as advertised worth the money as we can all see right now. Just imagine if you can get the rest of these receivers into the game and to help out and not putting too much on AJ Brown's shoulders, but you're paying the guy to put a lot on his shoulders. So you know what? I can't feel bad for A.J. Brown. That's what they're paying him for. He's obviously on the team. He's the highest paid receiver. So it is what it is. It's a very young group with a vet type receiver that if obviously with the Titan fans are kind of worried about with A.J. Brown is he didn't deserve the money because, the guy's got to stay healthy too. So he stays healthy all year. You're going teams are going to have a problem with these matchups with the Eagles offensively, which is going to be kind of crazy. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about the Jalen Reagor thing, about him having revenge and all that stuff. I'm just having fun with it, guys. I mean, I'm not going to take it personal because, he's a freaking joke and he's not here anymore. Only reason why I'm talking about it is because he's with the Vikings. And we're playing him this week. That's it. Because after this week, I'm not going to care. But we have to win this game this week. Obviously, next couple days, we'll have a preview on the matchups and all that great stuff about the Vikings and my ultimate rant, which should be fun. So, and obviously with Nick Sirianni, how much is Howie Rosemans involved with the playbook? And he's not, which is a great thing. So whatever blame is going straight towards these coaches. And I will see you guys on the next one. You guys have a fantastic day. SHAKESQUAD up, follows live. Peace out, guys. Peace.